Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I am Tanya Cortez, your favorite foundation junkie. And on this channel, I talk everything complexion and how it would relate to more mature skin, less than perfect skin. I do foundation reviews, foundation wear tests, foundation first impressions, hauls, and a little bit of things in between. So if you do like that kind of thing, please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at tanya.cortez. So back to it. But FYI, I do all the recent foundations that come out as soon as I can get them. But I also do older foundations that you may have forgotten about, you never tried, or something that's underrated. So keep that in mind when you're watching my videos. Now, to the good part. So we are going to be reviewing with a small wear test of the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation and Skincare. I am so excited to look at this foundation. I have heard so many good things about it, the skincare properties or claims. So I'm really excited to try this. So if you want to see how this foundation wears, then stay tuned. Roll the credits. You guys ready? I'm ready. Okay, so I have heard so many good things about this foundation. Of course, I've never tried it. So this is my first impression on this foundation. And the foundation is the IT Cosmetic Your Skin But Better Foundation Plus Skincare. So that's the box. I got it in the color Rich Cool 50. This is the bottle. This foundation is claiming that it has skincare in it, and if you wear it for 2 weeks, you'll see the texture of your skin change. You'll see it more firm, things like that. It has hyaluronic acid in it. So it has vitamin E, vitamin B, from my understanding. So it's supposed to, help your skin over time. But you guys know I'm not gonna wear it for 2 weeks straight. I just love foundation too much, and I switch up way too much. So I probably won't be able to see that claim. But let me tell you what the vitals are for the other claims. It's a lightweight, buildable, hydrating foundation with a natural radiant finish that works to give you a better looking skin instantly and over time. So that's where that skin care portion comes in. The coverage is medium and the finish is natural. Okay, so some of the ingredients in the foundation is the hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, that's for visibly smooth skin. It has vitamins E and B5 in it, and it moisturizes and fights free radicals to support skin's barrier. So that's what some of them are. If you want the rest of the ingredients, of course, you can go to Sephora or you can go to their website to get the full list of ingredients. Now this has 40 shades off the bat, which is really cool. So just so you guys know, on this channel, I will not show foundations or review or give first impressions on foundations that are not inclusive in shades. If I have a foundation that only has 20 shades, what's the purpose in me doing a review if you go to get it and can't get your shade, right? So that's what I won't do, unless it's a request. If you guys have a request or something and you want me to do it, then I'll do it. So let's get started with this foundation. I'm excited. Okay, so what I've done off the bat, like I always do, this side has some help. So this has a mattifying primer, a full primer, some concealing, and some color correcting on this side. This side has nothing but primer. No concealer, no nothing, okay? So I like to do that to make sure that we can see how it covers on my hyperpigmentation, because I have a lot of that on this side. I have open pores and large pores on both sides. I have a lot of texture. Now this is supposed to be, of course, like it states, a radiant, natural, luminous foundation. Now I do have oily skin, combination oily. But at the same time, usually people with oily skin try to steer away from luminous foundations. However, you can still wear a luminous foundation as long as you have good skin prep underneath, because your skin still needs hydration, right? So we're gonna try it anyway. And just in case you have normal to dry skin, this, according to the claims, this might be a great foundation for you, although it does say it's for all skin types, but we're definitely gonna see, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do a brush on one side. So with a brush, of course, you get more coverage. And then I'll do a sponge on the other side, which you get a little bit less coverage, but of course you can build it up. Now, like I said, it says medium, but you know me, we're gonna build it up to look close to full. We're gonna use the brush on this side. I used a full pump. It's a loose texture, really runny. Now with this, I'm gonna go all the way up to under my eyes because I wanna see if it creased under my eyes. And the reason why I'm doing that is because some women don't wear concealer at all. Like I know people who don't wear concealer at all because they have fine lines under their eyes. So they feel like concealer accentuates it. So make it more pronounced so they don't use it. But I use everything. So I'm going to take it all the way to the top and see how that works out. This goes on very, very smooth. It has no fragrance at all, no smell. I can see the luminosity in it already. Okay, so this is what it is. It actually looks like I didn't put anything on my skin. So this right now looks extremely, extremely skin-like. It doesn't look like I've really put on anything. So now I'm going to do the next pump with the sponge. And this foundation I can see is really, really cool. It's really cool. And okay, so I can see the difference, of course, already. This is the side that we prepped a little bit with concealer, mattifying primer, that kind of thing. This side, we didn't do anything, and it looks like we didn't put anything on it either, right? So that's what I really kind of wanted to see. From split down the middle, you really can see it. It looks nicer. But anything looks nicer when you put a whole bunch of stuff under it, right? That's why I like to do the reviews this way, so you can see it straight up with no chaser, and then you can see it with a little bit of ice in it. So now I'm gonna build it up. Y'all know it's coming. All right, so we're gonna build it up on this side with the brush. And I'm gonna use one pump. All right, so that's the second layer. All right, so it is very luminous. It is very luminous, but it is very pretty. It is very pretty. And we're gonna see what it's gonna look like set, because I'm gonna set this side. But let's add another pump to this side. The second layer. So what do you guys think so far? Just looking straight ahead, you can just see how luminous it is. And it doesn't look shiny, like oily. It just looks radiant right now. So this is what, now give it a little bit. And it ain't no telling what it's gonna look like. I might even actually do a small little teeny weeny wear test just to see what it's gonna look like. But that's what it is so far. All right, so y'all want to try to build it up again? No, we're gonna leave it right here. All right, so this is what it is. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna set it. Okay, I'm just gonna use a little bit of powder, and I'm gonna use my Sephora setting powder in the color Deep. And I'm just going to use just a little. There's the unset side with just primer. And I'm not going to set it with any spray. I'm going to just leave it like this. So what I'm going to do is, I think that I'm going to wear this for a little bit. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to see what it looks like. But as of right now, this side looks really, really good. But we'll see what it looks like when I come back. And then when I come back, I'll have my full face done, except for this side, and then we'll see what it looks like. All right? So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, welcome back. All right, so let's take a look at where we are. It's been 2.5 hours, and let's just see where we are now. So it looks a little bit more shiny than it did when I put it on. This side still looks good. I put some little bit of blush and a little bit of bronzer on this side. I didn't do it on this side because I didn't want the powder to set it. So this is what it's looking like. So, all right, so these are my thoughts with it, with my little mini wear test. This is a beautiful foundation. It really is. I have texture on my skin, of course. If you have texture on your skin, this is gonna look nice on you as well. It doesn't make your pores look pronounced when you set it. On this side, it does when you don't set it. I feel like it does. Up here in my eyes, it looks like it's settled in there a little bit. Not a whole lot, but it did settle inside of there. You can still see some of my hyperpigmentation on that side. I have more on this side than I do on this side, but you can still see this. However, it still looks skin-like. You can still see your skin peeking through. I think this is a beautiful foundation. Oily skin, I think you might have to do some skin prep before putting it on. Maybe some mattifiers or something like that, depending on how oily you get. If you have normal to dry skin, I think this is going to be a winner for you because it is moisturizing. You don't feel it on your face. It's not drying at all for the little bit of time that I've wore it. But it's not drying or anything like that. But I think that everyone can get away with this. Mature skin, I think it will work very well on mature skin. It's settled in the lines a little bit on this side, but of course there's no concealer, there's no prep work on this side. So if you did some prep work, of course you could probably make it where it wouldn't settle as bad over time. I think that it's worth the price, the $39.50, which is the odd number, but I think it's worth it. I think it'll last you a long time because you don't need a whole lot. Because it spreads so smoothly, you don't need a whole lot. So I think this is good for all my girls with all texture, with enlarged pores, all of those things. I feel like it'll work with everybody. I think this is definitely one of my favorites. It may end up being in my holy grail status, might be in my rotation. I just like it a lot. It really is a beautiful foundation. And be mindful, everyone that has mature skin doesn't have wrinkles and fine lines and all that stuff, right? We just have mature skin because we're older. I think it's definitely a good one and you should definitely try it. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set this side because I'm finna go out. Not really, but an hour. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video and coming to spend time with me. If you like the video, please thumbs up and please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Tanya.Cortez, and I will see you soon. And be safe out there, stay healthy. Bye.